I found the press conference. So right now it's just a. It's got these things crack me up because right now it's just a shot of the door that he might be walking through in a moment.
Oh, there we go.
There's the door.
Okay, so who's going to walk through the door? The AD?
I would think so. Yeah.
Alan Haller?
Yeah.
Yeah, these emails I was getting today about not very complimentary about Mel Tucker and his behavior off the field, and not very complimentary about Alan Haller either.
Yeah, that's odd.
I don't know much about him. I've never heard.
I don't know anything about him.
I don't really either. I don't know anything bad about him. I don't know anything about him.
But then again,
Who's that dude?
I'm not tied into what's going on up there. So.
Well, while we wait for someone to come through that door, this is not a press conference you want to be late for. You want to get this the fuck over with.
That shot, though, look at that shot. It's just so sad.
I know. It's one of those cinder block rooms, too. It's not a very attractive room. It doesn't look like, ooh, this big-time program. Ooh. It just looks like a boring athletic room.
This whole thing sucks. I mean, this is going to be a stinker of a press
I
conference,
know.
right?
That's a beautiful piece of art they have, though, on the back wall there.
The helmet.
That Spartan helmet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lovely piece of art. I wonder who donated that.
That looks like not a Prince Harry, that one sports writer right there.
I love the way, I couldn't help it when reading the story, just thinking, look at how they throw money around, 10 grand to somebody to come and get people to sign a promissory sheet that they will always ask permission for any sexual acts. And you got to pay somebody 10 grand to come in and put that together.
Yeah,
and then you got to pay her 10 grand again. And I know she's a victim, and I'm not trying to be critical of what she went through or anything
I think
of that
she's
nature.
genuine in what she's doing, don't
But
you?
she gets paid pretty nicely, I gotta say.
Well, yeah, what did it say? She's given the speech. What,
I mean, could she hit up every Division I school for 10 grand? Said she's given over 100 of these speeches, which she gets paid 10 grand for.
I just saw a head I recognize in that room.
Who?
I think Windsor's there, Sean Windsor.
Oh, is it? Wait,
Yeah,
which one?
He's
Which
sitting
head
right
is
by the
Sean?
door. He's to the left of that guy. Oh, the camera's
it
panning
just
up
went off
again.
his head.
The camera's
there he
panning
is.
up again.
Oh, no.
This is so
Oh,
exciting.
the cameraman crashed again. The camera's just
and
fading
someone's
up.
walking through the door. Come on, cameraman.
Who is it?
Oh, someone came through the door.
I don't know. Some black guy.
They must have had the meeting with the team first, and I think the team members are starting to leave, and so they're coming through the door, and it's a
That
fake
wasn't
out
a
every
team
time we
member,
think.
That
Yeah, I
guy?
guess that was a little
That was
old
like
for the
50.
team. Isn't it? Well, it could be in the 6-year plan. A lot of guys in their 6th year now.
This is so weird. I'll keep an eye on it. Why are they late, by the way?
Yeah, come on. This is why you just
Back
holding
in
people
my
up,
day, press
making it worse.
conferences started when they said that.
Have your shit together. At least have your shit
feel
together
very-
about this. Are they debating? Well, I don't want to say that because then that sounds like.
Oh, you mean going over what the lawyer and the PR wrote about it?
Could be.
So they can pretend they're taking this so serious now that we know about it.
You know, other
Starting now.
investigations- Because
It will vote. Oh, action, hang on.
Oh, wow.
Wait, where is it? There it is.
Oh, here comes.
I don't know who that is.
This
I don't know who that is.
This is it.
Who's that guy? Is that the AD?
Is that Alan Haller?
If anyone needs to put their tape recorders up here, now would be the time to do that.
Yeah, boy. That must be the SID, Sports Information Director.
What the fuck is that?
I feel bad for that guy.
Well, he's just making
Who is
sure
that
everybody
guy?
gets the audio that they want.
This
Ooh,
cameraman
close
is
up on
terrible.
his face,
Yeah,
man.
he's just trying out shots.
That was a pretty massive
Thank you,
close-up.
everyone,
Who's
for
that
joining
dude?
us here on short notice today. At this time, I'd like to bring up Michigan State University Vice President and Director of Athletics, Alan Haller.
Why isn't anyone clapping? How come we're the
I
only
was
ones
following
clapping?
your
I
lead.
don't know if it's the occasion you clap at.
Well, it's still on Haller, the AD.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon on such short notice
Already covered that.
We were
I'm here
fine
to
with the
provide
short
an
notice because
update.
we know what's going on.
on an active and ongoing investigation. Before I share that update, it's important to know that I'm limited in the information I can share,
Thanks to
the
confidentiality.
questions I can answer.
This will be great because every question will be met with that.
Yep,
Still ongoing.
exactly.
Upon receiving the reports from the claimant regarding Mel Tucker, MSU's Office of Civil Rights immediately commenced a review of
Civil
subsequent
rights.
investigation per university protocol using an outside third-party investigator. I was aware of the report in late December.
How's it civil
The
rights?
external investigator concluded their review and submitted their investigative report on July 25th with the recommendation for a formal hearing.
He's going to say he sprung
which
into
will
action
occur
somehow
the week
when he
of
didn't.
October 5th.
Why would they wait till
The
October?
university's objective has been and remains focus on conducting a fair, thorough, and unbiased investigation and allowing the processes to play out. This includes
Unfortunately, we can't say
protecting
shit.
confidentiality
Beating
of
Washington.
the claimant and putting in place interim measures. The university's formal conclusion of the investigation will occur once the hearing and final decision processes are complete.
Now the confidentiality has been breached. We have to
I
suspend
want
the
to
coach.
emphasize again,
He's going to say that.
This investigation is not complete.
Is that what he's going to say, Mark?
I think that's what he's alluding to.
Something that are constantly evaluated throughout the process
And our evaluation now is he should be
based on
suspended.
developments that may have a potential
So now you know all
impact
this shit.
on the ongoing investigation.
What a line.
As there have been new developments before the hearing
Yeah, we know about it now.
and with the best interest of everyone, including student athletes,
Oh, it's always about the student
university community in
athlete.
mind, I have suspended Mel Tucker.
Free
without
tuck!
pay As an additional.
Will any of the players wear a
interim
free
measure.
tuck thing?
You say
While
without
the
pay?
investigation continues, I made this decision with
Did
the
he?
support of university leadership. I'd now like to welcome Interim President Teresa Woodruff.
Wouldn't it be great if he said, I made this decision without anybody at the university having a word?
Nobody else did shit.
Oh, bring a woman out.
Thank you, Alan. I want to reinforce that these matters are unique and complex, and our investigations are designed to be comprehensive and fair. Our guiding principles are equity in process and
Yeah, but
confidentiality
at
for all
a
involved
minimum,
in order
He's
to
trying
protect the
he's trying to
integrity
bang
of
a
the
rape
investigation.
survivor.
There's your confidentiality
I
line.
want to put a
Yes.
fine point on what A.D. Haller shared just a moment ago.
Confidential.
In the MSU of today, when any report comes into the university, it is appropriately and rigorously reviewed.
How many times have you heard that?
In the MSU
Rigorously-
of today,
as rigorously as he
our
was stroking his penis on the call?
processes are fair and thorough.
Sorry.
In the MSU of today,
Toby.
in all cases, we continually review interim measures.
And
to
we're
ensure
re-reviewing it now, and it
appropriate
seems like
actions
we should
are
suspend him.
taken.
Starting now.
So this morning's news
you guys know
might
about
sound
it.
like the MSU of old. It was not. It is not because an
What?
independent, unbiased investigation is and continues
No, it
to
does
be
seem like the MSU of
conducted.
old.
That
Your head football
investigative
coach is
process
hitting on
not
a
complete
rape
and has not been
survivor.
referred to A.D. Haller or the university. That process will not be complete until there is a hearing and a final decision. It is not the MSU of old because we maintain the confidence of the claimant
Nice
and the
try.
respondents while
Such
respecting and
PR
valuing
bullshit.
the claimants and
But
respondents'
that's not gonna
right to
fly.
share their story. It is not because of the further action we take
Your football
today.
coach is rigorously masturbating on the
Action
phone
A.D.
with a
Howard
rape
took
survivor.
comes with the full weight of my support. As he shared,
Wouldn't it be great? She
these
said,
major
he's married.
elements
She's just
before
like,
the
I didn't want him
hearing
suspended. He
can
did
impact
it.
the case and the community.
Such-
This step to place Mel Tucker on an unpaid leave
It is unpaid,
is
Brandon.
equally
Wow.
necessary and appropriate for today's circumstances.
Wait, but it wasn't
Because
a
everybody
month
knows.
ago?
These actions are not taken lightly, and I know A.D. Haller is making them in support of the interests of the individuals impacted.
No, it's of interest of the university.
Before I conclude, I want to reinforce that this indeed is an ongoing investigation. I appreciate the commitment
To the
of the
confidentiality.
leadership
Yeah, but
and
there's
staff
no need to investigate the
within
rigorousness of his
Office for Civil
masturbating on the
Rights
phone.
for their important,
That's
thorough,
agreed
and
upon.
unbiased work today.
Wouldn't it be great if Sean just
Every
goes,
day.
is it true he's an ass
I also
man?
want to thank the Board of Trustees, Faculty Senate Chair, and student leaders for their
Sean.
engagement with me
Is
today.
it true that...
I will blow
It is
everyone
not
in this room if
lost on
Sean
me
says
the
that.
Well, I'm
significance
texting
of
him.
this moment or its impact on those involved.
Oh, wait.
in the case,
Be
did
careful,
it.
be careful what you
our
wish
And then I
for.
did it.
extended
I don't want you to blow me.
family.
I'm going to text him not to
have
ask
to.
that.
Sean did
Is
it.
creating a culture that is welcoming.
I'm going to text him not to say it, and then he'll end up saying it.
The bravery
Because I
and
asked
work
him
of
not
our
to.
collective community defines our institution and its people.
Okay, wait, come
not
on.
the action
This is
of any
important.
Yeah, that's right,
single individual.
confidentiality.
If you have heard or experienced or know of behavior that does not seem appropriate,
Your coach, football
please
coach.
know that you have the support and resources here at MSU, including our Center for Survivors, which is a confidential resource.
This is really
or our Office for
stupid,
Civil
isn't it?
Rights.
Yeah, well, it's just...
Additionally, for those who
the universities are the worst at
for whom
PR,
this information is
especially when a
difficult,
sport is
MSU's
involved.
counseling and psychiatric services is
Oh,
also
come on,
available to
stop.
To members of the
I hope
media,
Sean asked if Mel signed the pledge to get consent too. That would get him off the
Text him.
hook.
Text him.
Now I'd like to welcome.
What are you gonna do if he says
back
it?
to the podium. Thank you.
Nothing. Oh, he's coming up.
Alan.
Tucker.
This idea that people would clap. It's awful.
Why do we need her?
A woman.
Today I met with our student athletes and coaches to provide an update on the leadership of the
Student athletes,
program. Beginning immediately, Harlan Barnett will serve as acting head coach, while Mark D'Antonio will become an associate head coach.
What?
Former Spartan student athlete.
Well, that's a way to appease the
We're gonna
fans.
hire Harbaugh's dad.
On the Spartan sideline. Coach
Oh, he's
Barnett
already hired.
has an incredible connection.
That'd be the best if they brought him in.
That'd be pretty cool.
Spartan. He has established relationships with student athletes and is focused on the well-being first and foremost. Coach Antonio not only is an exceptional football coach and will be a tremendous resource for Harlan,
That's a smart move.
both men have a deep love and care for Michigan State football, Spartan athletics, the university, and the East Lansing community.
You should have added Izzo to the coaching
Coach Barnett
staff
will be
too,
available later this
Yeah.
week.
and Magic
Questions?
Johnson. And Matt Ishbia.
Time for 2 or 3 questions. We do have a mic.
Come on,
2 or
Sean.
3? Don't waste one.
Ben's got the mic here.
Will you help to support Harlan's love child?
Somebody's going to waste a question. Watch.
Will you maintain your hot
The decision to promote Harlan and bring back
Oh, come on.
Antonio.
That's a wasted
from a
question.
Standpoint.
Oh, come
How
on.
did that come about, and what was Mark's response?
Ask
when
about the
you
phone call.
contacted him, and how?
Will you fully erect?
That is a wasted question.
You know, Chris, I think all the time.
That's a
and
plant.
I'm
I feel like it's a
always
plant.
processing
They're
They're
That's the,
eating up the questions.
Chris
I
Solari,
can't tell
yeah.
you that I thought of this yesterday, today, or even a couple of days ago.
I mean, a
I'm always
legitimate
thinking,
question would be
so,
about why is the hearing
is there
October
contingency
5th?
things
Why wasn't he
that I think
suspended
about,
before?
with all of our
Also,
programs and
I would
all
want to
the
ask,
situations.
is it possible a scenario exists where he could end up being the head coach still? That's the question I would want to know.
Yeah.
This morning,
Because he was beaten off on the phone to a rape survivor, and he's married.
But he'll mention that October 5th date and blah, blah,
he
blah,
was
blah.
excited to be
Yeah, but
back,
that's-
and
No, I know.
Even if he comes out good in that, could he still be the head coach?
Does he get his back pay?
if not tomorrow, definitely.
That's a good
on
question.
Tuesday. We're still trying to figure out his role, but he definitely.
Have you
will
contacted the
exit
person that he masturbated on the phone with to make sure she's okay?
the booth, and he'll
Do you think
offer
they've done
his-
that?
his,
Did he masturbate on a university-owned device?
tremendous asset.
I mean, just to get him to acknowledge it.
And the student athletes were fired up when I mentioned that to them. Thanks, Chris.
Matt Wenzel.
Are you more than
Yeah, Alan, I was wondering with the timeline you laid out for the,
we go.
the process and the investigation.
Thank you.
I was wondering what changed to make you take action now.
You guys found out
Good
about
question. Who asked that?
Yeah, Matt, we're always
Matt?
evaluating that interim
Sharps?
measures were in place, and those interim measures have been updated. Initially, there were no contact with the complainant, and then also increased oversight from me of the program, but then also the coach. So,
Oh, so it's
It's
coincidence?
a coincidence, a huge
ongoing process,
coincidence.
and we update those interim measures as we receive information.
And the information being that we know about.
Oh, one more.
Was there any consideration
Graham
once the
Couch.
findings came, once the investigation was complete in July, and you sort of had the information you do now of
Yeah.
doing what you're doing now?
yeah,
before
great
the season,
question.
Thank
before
you.
it sort of interrupted what's going on with student athletes and everything?
Yeah, for me, Graham, it was, working and waiting on the university as it relates to their investigative process and making sure that they were allowed to complete their investigation.
But how come you're not waiting anymore?
Although the investigation.
Why come you're not waiting now?
There's still ongoing processes that still need to be played out.
Was he ever your wingman?
That's all the time we have for today. Appreciate
Have you ever been his wingman?
As the emailers allege. Oh, we did not want to answer that question.
What was the question?
Back it up. Let's see what back it up. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Can I back it up? Oh, it doesn't let you.
What?
I always love when a giant staff walks behind him.
You're looking at the
Oh,
You're looking at the athletic room at Michigan State campus in East Lansing, Michigan, where Alan Holler just spoke regarding the status of head coach Mel Tucker, who's been temporarily suspended. Harlan Barnett is going to take over. They've also brought back Mark D'Antonio to be associate head coach in the interim period. questions were asked as to the decision about Harlan Barnes. That was a wasted question.
So stupid. Because that's what everybody's wondering.
It was the brilliant question on what changed between now and when this initially happened and the decision to suspend Coach Tuck.
Yeah, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, total coincidence. That was a good question. I got to give him credit.
The last two questions were really good, yeah.
So,
wow, what a coincidence.
what a mess.
Small world, huh?
I'm trying to figure out, can you think of a scenario in which they go, yeah, the findings are Tuck didn't do anything wrong, he's our man. There's no way. Why not just fire him now? If you're going to fire him now.
Because, like you mentioned earlier, a big lawsuit, because he'll fight to get he's allowed his due process.
But we already know he pounded off on the phone to someone who was at the school to tune the players in to rape culture.
I know. It's
really not cool. I don't know how well he's going to do in that lawsuit, and he's probably going to sue anyway. So what's the scenario what's the scenario where he keeps his job? What happens?
First off, they win every game. I mean, they got to be.
But then Harlan Barnett and Coach D will be the heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I think if they find something damning against the girl or something, that's the only way that he keeps this job.
If they successfully blame the victim, will you keep Coach Tuck?
That'd be a great question.
Oh, God.
No, he's
I'm
probably,
sorry.
I mean, now that he's
I'm so cynical. I'm just so cynical about all this bullshit.